Hey, everybody. I appreciate you getting on. We're going to get started here in just about 1 minute. I'll get started in about 1 minute. Thank you for your time. Don't forget about our 9 o'clock team call with national consultant Ray Monty. I've put the phone number and the PIN code over in the chat box. Again, I appreciate your time. I'm going to get started in just about 1 minute. In the meantime, make sure you take note of our team call at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. In the chat box is the number along with the PIN code. All right, guys. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to get started and kind of discuss a few things about our business, the opportunity, and where we're going forward. This business is your opportunity, and it is an individual opportunity. Hold on, I've got one more technical thing I got to take care of. I'll be right back. Talk about why you would start an Ambit energy business. For a lot of reasons. Personally, for mine was to surprise my daughter on her 16th birthday. I'd been coaching at that time for 25 years and wanted to surprise my daughter. And simply put, my goal was to get a $400 check coming each month in order to get her a little cash car. Now you might have a different reason for starting a business, and there's a list of things on your screen there. And ours is actually turned now into our children's college education. We've also, not bragging or being arrogant in any form or fashion, but we've also been able to reach what is financial freedom by not looking down the road, but being active in Ambit. What I want to cover with you this evening is why Ambit's the right company that's got a vision focused on your success with an ever-expanding industry in a recession-proof industry. The perfect product. I mean, who do you know that uses electricity? How many of those do you think would like to pay less for it? And I consider, so do many others, this being the greatest opportunity in modern business history. As I said earlier, it's a vision focused on your success. Our CEO, Chief Information Officer, Jerry Thompson Jr., sees a vision of us becoming the finest and most respected retail provider of energy in America. And, we're only just over 8 years old and already have had an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I'd like to introduce you there to a picture of Jerry Thompson on the bottom right corner of the screen, along with his co-founder, Chief Marketing Officer Chris Chambliss. These two guys have got an incredible background both in traditional business and in the direct sales. Jerry's family is part of Southland, which is created that into 7-Eleven, which is the world's largest chain store. And Chris was one of the leaders with the deregulation of the telecommunications industry with a company called Excel Telecommunications. But what they have built in our corporate office there in Dallas is a team of 500 Fortune 500 executives. Our Chief Information Officer, John Burke, has built our computer infrastructure from the ground floor up. My friends, we don't use Google, GoDaddy, Yahoo, or any other search engine to do anything in building your business. Everything is customized for you through Ambit Energy. Here are some of the awards and recognitions that Ambit has received already in 8 short years, and this isn't all of them. There's more, but these are the 5 primary ones that we'd like you to take a look at. I'll draw your attention to the middle one, the Inc. 500 in 2010. And what makes that so impressive is our country was at the height of the recession. There were companies and corporations closing. And in that time, we were named by Inc. 500 as the fastest growing privately held company in America. Pardon me. Our growth was over 20,000% during the height of the recession. Why? Because this is recession proof. Everybody uses electricity. And then in the bottom right corner, the Direct Sales News, which is also the Direct Sales Association, is a worldwide organization that kind of governs all home-based businesses, direct sale, multi-level, whatever you'd like to call them. But we are already rated number 12 in the entire world. What makes that so impressive is a map I'm going to share with you here in a minute. The regulation opens the window. What window is opening is the window of opportunity, because this is the last utility that will ever be deregulated. It started about 12 years ago as monopolies were being broken up. Customers had the right to pick and choose who they want as a retail provider, which makes the timing impeccable. Here's that map I was referring to. I want to go back and remind you, we are number 12 worldwide in the entire world, number 12. Yet in the orange, you see the only markets we're currently deployed for operation. That's a $66.5 billion business or opportunity with a potential of right at 50 million customers. Guys, we've only penetrated 3% of the available market. Timing is perfect. What is this going to be like down the road whenever Ambit Energy has a lot more orange than what you're seeing? See, I started my business 5.5 years ago. Texas and part of Illinois and a part of New York were in orange. And what the corporate office promised us was they were going to expand. They told us this 3 years ago. Look at the expansion in just 3 years. Can you imagine the opportunity? As you're watching this, be a visionary and consider positioning yourself with a company that is, not to be redundant, number 12 worldwide. But by the way, we're already the number 1 rated retail provider of energy in all direct sales in the world. Here's how this works. When I was a child growing up in Nacogdoches, I watched TP&L trucks running all over the place. That was TXU. They owned the plants, they owned the lines and meters, and they charged everybody. It was like that as a young adult growing up here in Tyler as a professional educator. But as I said, the Texas Public Utilities Commission came in and said, we're going to do a deregulation. So we need companies to produce the energy. We need to have a service company, and we need to have retail providers. The retail providers will allow our customers a chance to pick and choose. So Ambit purchases its energy from the number 1 producer of energy in the entire world. Last year, they did over $465 billion in business. Obviously, that's over $1 billion a day in revenue. What's important about that is, people, they're not going anywhere. We're in partnership, if you will, or we're purchasing our energy from a company that's not going anywhere. Then in the delivery, it's owned in our area by Encore down there in Houston, Center Point, and out in West Texas, it's Texas, New Mexico. They own the lines and meters. So they read the meter, and then they distribute the reading of the meter to whatever retail provider that consumer is with, which we're seeing a lot of them switch to the best one that you're looking at, called Ambit Energy. Now, as you build this business, you want your customers, or I did, what was important to me is that I could share something that had dollar value to it. I didn't want people to spend more or just do me a favor because I was doing it. I wanted them to have dollar value. I'm sure you're like that yourself. Here's what makes it so perfect. Everybody uses it. We don't charge them to switch. There's nothing going to change. They're not going to dig up their yard and hammer a new meter on the side of their house. Everything is identical to what they're doing now. The only difference is they're going to get an invoice from Ambit. Now, as a business owner, and this is great for you guys that are anything like me that are busy every day as it is, there's no inventory, there's no delivery, there's no collection. It is the perfect auto ship. For our customers, we offer great savings, competitive rates. All of our customers get a satisfaction guarantee, which means this: if they lose power for whatever the reason, when the switch happens, Ambit will reconnect them and pay their first month's bill. My friends, we've got over 1.4 million customers right now, and that has been a seamless, flawless transition. We offer Green E certified products. If you're one of those people watching out for the ozone layer, every customer is going to get a welcome gift. This is a thank you for just trying Ambit, and it's a little travel package. That's what's pretty unique about this. Dollar value again. We also offer monthly travel reward points. A lot of you guys carry that fantastic plastic in your pocket, and you want to be able to spend your money and get those debit card points or those credit card points so you can cash them back in. Well, with Ambit, we've got a deal where our customers, every month, however many kilowatts they use, they're going to add up. You're going to start with 2,000 when you become a customer, and each month, however many points or how many kilowatts you use are identical to kilowatt points. And over time, you can go to ambittravel.com and check out some of the fascinating trips that your customers are going to get for simply using something they already have and already really have to have. All of our customers are going to get a website. Again, I go back to John Burke, who's built our computer system from the ground floor up. It doesn't charge our customers extra. What we do is we allow our customers to go online and pay their bill. They can go online and track their kilowatt points. They can go online and they can refer other people to Ambit Energy. They refer 5, Ambit's going to give them a vacation. But here's the big thing. Again, unique in this business. They refer 10 more to a total of 15. They get the 15 customers referred over time. There's no time allotment involved in this. They make a recommendation about what they're seeing from their retail provider. They have 15 people switch to Ambit. Then every single month, Ambit's going to take the average of those 15 people's bill, and whatever that average is out to be, they're going to credit it off of the referring person's bill. Personally, this past month, my wife and I had $278 credited off of our bill for our referral. Who wouldn't like some of that money back in their own pocket? Now, we've heard about our company. I told you a little bit about how the deregulation works. I talked about the customers getting dollar value and the perks for being an Ambit customer. So let's put the power in your hands. Let's talk about the brass taxes of owning and operating your own Ambit Energy business. Here's the marketing model that we use, and I think it's fascinating myself when you really consider what Jerry and Chris have come up with. You start your business, and then you go out and you gather those loyal customers. That money, that income is going to come into Ambit, and it's going to transfer back to you in earnings and to your customers in savings. You see, people, here's what it does. It allows you to go out and make a recommendation like you probably did today, but finally get paid for making that recommendation. Simply put, we're not using mass market advertising like our competitors. We're not spending over $1 million a day in the newspaper, magazine, television, radio, etc. We're taking people like you and I, and we're going to people that we know, love, and trust, and we're allowing them to switch to Ambit Energy and be paid for making that recommendation. You're going to own and operate your business for a one-time fee, no annual renewal, of $429. And each month, you'll be debited $25 for a suite of websites. I don't know how techy you are. Everybody on the Team 212, everybody in the world knows I'm the lowest tech guy on the entire planet. But with that being said, I've got 5 websites. You will have 5 websites that you run, but you don't have to create them, maintain them, or upgrade them. Inside of that is a power zone. We have a paperless business going on here. Literally, there are people that carry multi-million-dollar businesses in their pocket with their smartphone. You could be one of those people. But that power zone is going to have all your information about your customers and your business partners. You can track your earnings. You can get on Ambit University and learn how to build the business on your own time. You can send emails out to potential leads from your power zone. This is your building business system. I know we're all busy. We all live a hectic life, but it's been said countless times. We don't go out to do Ambit. We just do Ambit while we're out. There's great tax benefits for owning your own business from home, and the income potential, there's nothing like it. There is truly an unlimited income stream potential that I'm about to share with you. Before I do, you might be sitting there questioning two things. What's in it for you? My friends, that's up to you. Why would you do this business? I had a goal when I started. Again, I'm not bragging, but I got in this to surprise my daughter. Plain and simple, $400 simple dollars a month in my hectic schedule that I was living as a high school teacher and coach. That's what was in it for me. You can ask yourself, what would it be that would allow you to get involved with something everybody unconsciously pays for and habitually use to supplement and make an additional income? And can you do it? Sure. As long as you're over 18 years old and you're still breathing, you can do this business. We've got a business partner that's 95 years old. He's got so much energy and loves Ambit energy. I really believe the question is, will you do it? We do these two things. We gather a handful of loyal customers, people who know, love, and trust us, people that we know, love, and trust. You're going to sign these people up as customers. They're going to see savings. They're going to see benefits, and they're going to be happy. And then we're going to help others do the exact same thing. So in my opinion, this is the second greatest thing I can do for anybody in my lifetime. Number one is eternal salvation, and number two is a chance at financial freedom. This is the building block of success. It's called 526. These three numbers will really create your business to where you want it to go. The first one is your customer points. When you start your business with Ambit Energy and you're paying $25 for your website, you're going to get 2 customer points. Become your own first customer if you're able to, and don't trust me. If you can't be a customer of Ambit, it's okay. We're talking about a business opportunity like you've never seen. The second thing is, the other thing you want to do is grab a second customer. You can call your parents, your brother, your sister, your Auntie Em, or your Uncle Earl, your granny or granddaddy. Gather that second customer, and you're going to make $100, then add a third paying customer for a total of 5 customer points at that time. So you've gathered a handful of loyal customers. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to share this opportunity. Let's see your friend Bob here. Bob takes a look at this business. He joins you in business. He gets 4 customer points. Again, 2 for his websites and 2 paying customers. Bob makes $100, but notice back over there underneath you made $100. That's leadership bonus. You've started your leadership bonus money. Then you offer this to Jeff. Jeff said, yeah, I love the opportunity. Jeff gets 4 customer points. He makes $100. Again, leadership bonus money to you. You make a matching $100. I'm going to move Bob and Jeff over to the right side of the screen. Bob and Jeff have gathered a handful of customers, and they're going to do what you do. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to share this with people they know. When you have a total team of 6, you give yourself our first rank promotion, which means you're going to move to regional consultant and give yourself a $55 instantaneous pay raise. And what do? You do the same thing. You share this with some people you know, and they join you in business, and they get 2 customers. They make $100, but you make $155 now for each one of those that you personally sponsor. There's that $55 raise, but here's where it gets really special. Those 2 new consultants in your regional code are going to share the plan, and they're going to sign people up that are going to share the plan. And every time someone joins you in your regional code to unlimited levels, you make a $55 override. That goes to unlimited depths. It never stops. The next promotion that you give yourself is an $80 pay raise, and you move to what's called senior consultant. You're going to do the same thing. You're just going to sign up people you know. You're going to make $235 for personally sponsoring there, but look at the bottom. For everybody underneath them to unlimited depth, it's a $135 leadership bonus. Next is executive, $315 for personally sponsoring, $215 to unlimited depth for the people they bring in. And the last one is national consultant, which is $340 for personally sponsoring and $240 to unlimited depth. This is great money. This is a game changer, if you will, financially. They pay this every Friday, and you get the check on Monday. They take a snapshot on Friday, and they send a check to you on Monday for helping people get started in a business. And I want to tell you on this screen, there's 5 ways you're getting paid, or 5 different areas you're getting paid in your marketing, your regional, your senior executive, and national. And you don't have to pay $429 each time you promote. You did that one time back when you started. But this is the life changer, residual income. Getting paid for gathering a handful of customers. In Ambit Energy, and now this is back as you being a marketing consultant where you very first started. You see you, and you see the total number of customers, 20. That's all you ever have to have over time with Ambit Energy is 20 customers. Down the road, there's no quota. There's nothing that says you got to have 20 in the first 2 months. You can get 20 in your first 2 years. And everybody below you, as you see, are averaging 10 customers. They're building toward their 20. If you brought in 3 people that brought in 3 and brought in 3, that's all you ever did was focus on 3 people and helping them bring in 3 people, you'd have 33, right at 3,300 business partners in your organization. And if each one of them got 10, you'd have right under 33,000 customers. Ambit's going to pay you residual income on 5 bands of usage. What this shows here is band 1, which happens to be the lowest band usage that Ambit will pay you a residual income on. And I know a nickel doesn't look like a lot, or a dime, or 20 cents for that matter, but follow this system over time and your monthly residual income would be $57,844 per month. Guys, this is residual income. In essence, what residual income means is you do the work one time and get paid month after month after month. And I got to stop here and explain it one more time. Those people that I signed up 5.5 years ago that became customers of me and my wife's are still with Ambit. Sure, they've been solicited by the other companies to switch, but they haven't. They appreciate the savings and they appreciate the perks, but they're with Ambit because of us. They know we're paying for our kids to go to college. They knew that we wanted to get our daughter a car. They're staying with Ambit because they like the savings, but they love the fact that they know someone who is with their utility company and they can help us build our business. Now, at $57,000 and $57,844 is hard to wrap your head around a month. Let's take it back to this level and say you do the exact same thing. You bring in 3 and help them get 3, etc. down. You'd see those 3,279 business partners. You get 20 customers and everybody in your organization do the bare bone minimum of getting 2 customers, make $100. And that's all they ever do. My friends, that's not going to happen, but let's just say what if. You'd have a little over 6,500 customers in your business. On that same band 1 usage, that's still going to pay you $11,571 every single month. Month after month after month. And I got to ask you, take the first one off of that number down there. And I ask you to ask yourself, what would $1,500 a month coming into your home that you not have to work for because you did the work already? You signed up people that you know. Would that change your family's financial future? And now this is a marketing consulting, just getting started. When you promoted to regional, you got a $55 leadership bonus. Well, you also got a quarter. Put a quarter on top of everything you see there. Instead of 5 cents, 30 cents. Instead of 10 cents, 35 cents. And then look, Past level 7, you get a quarter for every one of those customers. If you want to sit down and mathematically figure that, feel free to. I'm just telling you, it's a lot of money. Seniors get 75 cents, executives get $1.50, and nationals get $2 from the very first customer in that organization to unlimited depth. It's one of the reasons that we already in 8 short years have 6-figure money earners per month. It's one of the reasons that in 8 short years, Ambit Energy has already created over 23 people that have made more than $1 million in total earnings. It's one of the reasons that people are getting out of financial devastation, why people are able to afford their kids to go to college, why people are giving more to charity, etc. The list goes on and on and on, why this business is helping so many people. So very quickly, I'd like to kind of go back through just finer points of what I wanted to get across to you tonight. This is a service. We're not pushing products, but it is the perfect auto ship. There's a lot of great direct sale companies out there in this world, but most of them are pushing a product that gets auto shipped to them every month by UPS, FedEx, or the Postal Service. Ambit Energy is the perfect auto ship because people are going to use it. In most of those other ones, people get too much of the product and they call and cancel it, meaning to someday call back and renew it. With Ambit Energy, nobody ever calls and says you're sending me too much electricity. And you work this as you want to. I believe personally it's an everyday want to. It is the power of part-time. Can you imagine being a part of a company that allows you to work part-time but pay you a full-time income? And for most of us, it will pay you more than you're making now. I'm just saying it's there. The largest shift of wealth America has ever seen, a $500 billion a year industry inside of the United States. The compensation plan is unmatched in this industry. You get paid for what you put into motion. You get the power of leverage in your hands, and you can make what you want to out of this. But I talked about activities versus future. And what I meant by that is figure out why you would do this business and get actively building that. And don't worry about what's down the road. Worry about reaching that first goal you want to get to, and then see what happens down the road. I'm a living example for everybody listening that I got in this business only expecting to make $400 with not a lot of confidence, and in 5.5 years made over $1.2 million in this business. Not to brag, but to give you hope and to give you a plain fact that I'm that average everyday Joe that didn't have any experience but had a daughter he wanted to surprise because of the timing. The timing's perfect. You saw the map. That's a fact. 13 states, 3% market penetration, and going to move across this country. And we know that Canada's deregulating, and we know that Western Europe's deregulating as well. By using a proven system, you can move to success. Those 3 numbers, we will teach it and teach it and teach it at 526. There's also a way right now that you can earn triple money. You can get in this business and gather 4 customers in your first 28 days and make $300 instead of getting 2 customers and making $100. I don't want to get into that right now. I just wanted to give you the bottom fundamental theory of success for you to reach your goals with Ambit Energy. So before I stop, I want to ask one favor of you. Get started in this business. Give yourself a chance. I'm not trying to spend your $429 for you, but what I do want to emphasize is that $429 is an investment back in you. It's not an Ambit Energy. We're debt-free, privately held. We're good. The corporate office is good. But because of the marketing system, Jerry and Chris has given you and I a chance to take $429, invest in us, and turn it into whatever we want to turn it into. It is our chance to take control of our financial future. I appreciate you for your time and energy. And I ask that you get with the person who put you on here tonight and get any other questions you have answered and get on the road to financial freedom.